You are tuned in to the 5-Minute Signal, Business and Wealth. I am Vivian Thorne, economic strategist. This is not a finance podcast. This is a blueprint for building and defending your economic fortress. We don't do speculation here. We do strategy. 5 minutes on the clock, let's get to work. On February 20, 2026, the legal foundation of global trade was fractured. The Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision in Learning Resources Inc. v. Trump, ruled that the president cannot use the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to bypass Congress and impose sweeping revenue-raising tariffs. Within hours, the administration retaliated, invoking Section 122 of the 1974 Trade Act to slap a 10% emergency surcharge on nearly all imports, later signaling a jump to 15%. Customs and Border Protection stopped collecting the old IEEPA duties on February 24, but the new surcharge took effect the very same minute. We are seeing a historic game of regulatory cat and mouse that is leaving billions of dollars in capital suspended in mid-air. Why does this matter to your balance sheet? Because the predictability of the global supply chain has been replaced by a whack-a-mole policy environment. When the courts struck down the IEEPA tariffs, it created a temporary vacuum that many businesses mistook for a reprieve. In reality, it triggered an even more aggressive, though time-limited, tariff regime. This instability is a hidden tax on your operations. It forces you to account for legal risk as a primary line item in your procurement strategy. If your capital is tied up in goods currently on the water, you are no longer just fighting market competition. You are fighting the clock of a 150-day emergency window that may or may not be extended by a divided Congress. Here is the hard truth. Most of you are still operating as if the rules of the game are static. You are waiting for certainty that will never arrive. The reality of 2026 is that trade policy has been weaponized as a tool of executive impulse, and even the highest court in the land can only slow it down, not stop it. Relying on free trade as a default setting for your business model isn't just optimistic, it's negligent. If your profit margins cannot survive a 15% swing in landed costs within a 24-hour notice, you don't have a business. You have a hostage situation. The economic fortress requires you to decouple your success from the whims of any single administration or judicial ruling. To defend your fortress, you must make these 3 tactical moves immediately. 1. Perform a tariff-proof audit of your Tier 1 and Tier 2 suppliers. Categorize every critical input by its harmonized tariff schedule code and identify which items fall under the new Section 122 surcharges versus the now defunct IEEPA duties. If you are eligible for a refund on IEEPA duties paid since 2025, file your protests with the Court of International Trade now. Do not wait for the government to offer a rebate. They won't. 2. Implement dynamic margin padding. If your current pricing is fixed, you are bleeding. You must shift to a pricing model that includes a regulatory surcharge clause, allowing you to pass through sudden tariff spikes to the end user without renegotiating entire contracts. If the market won't bear the price increase, you must cut the SKU. Sentimentality for a product line is a weakness you cannot afford right now. 3. Accelerate nearshoring, logic using AI-driven logistics pivoting.
Use predictive analytics to model the cost-benefit of moving production to jurisdictions that are currently exempt from Section 122 or have bilateral treaties that bypass executive surcharges. The cost of relocating production is high, but the cost of permanent uncertainty is higher. The age of passive procurement is over. You must now become an architect of your own supply chain resilience. I'm Vivian Thorne. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Stay sharp. This program is for informational and educational purposes only. Economic strategist Vivian Thorne is not a licensed financial advisor. This content is not a substitute for professional financial investment or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making any financial decisions.